I've done it again. I've laid out a bunch of Hot Wheels cars on the floor. This was way quicker to do than the fantasy cars, maybe because I have less licensed than fantasy. Um, yeah. Seems like the majority of the cars are Chevrolet. Um, so last time I did this, I sorted them by designer, which took a while. This time I'm sorting them by brand. Honestly, kind of funny that I don't have any Mustang from between like the 70s to the early 2000s, because it goes from the Mustang Mach 1 to the 2005 Mustang, and then there's the rest of my other Stangs. But the Corvettes, I've got a couple C1s, or no, one C1, a couple C2s, some C3, a bunch of C3s, a C6, some C7s, a bunch of C7s, and then a couple C8s. Yeah, this is gonna be pretty interesting. Just like last time, I'll start off with the brands that only have one car, and then I'll go up to the big two, Ford, Chevrolet, as well as Pontiac, Toyota, Honda, Nissan, Dodge, Porsche, McLaren, and the other ones that have a decent amount. Yeah, so first bunch of brands will be here, and then the last bunch will be the ones all on the floor. These like multi-brand lists, they're not going to be in any order. These are just all the cars from brands that I only have one car of. So from Hummer, we have the Hummer H3T, Polestar TRX, Proton Saga, Volvo P1800 Gasser, 1951 Hudson Hornet, Peterbilt dump truck, Auburn 852, Morgan Super 3, Seat Cupra E-Racer, Kia EV6 Custom, 1964 Lincoln Continental, Lucid Air, 31 Doozy, which is based off of a 1931 Duesenberg Model J. Well, not really based off of, it's literally a Duesenberg Model J. Custom 66 Oldsmobile Toronado, Studebaker Champ, the Nash, which is a Nash Metropolitan, the Vespa, Mistretta MXR, Bentley Continental GT3, Gordon Murray Automotive T33, Kick Sauber F1 car, McMurtry Spearling, Peugeot 9X8 Hypercar, Alpine F1 car, RoboRace Robocar, Zinger 21C, Pininfarina Battista, Williams Racing F1 car, Koenigsegg Gemera, Haas F1 car, Rimac Nevera, and the Callaway C7R. Now the brands with two cars. Starting off, we have Buick with the 66 Riviera and the Grand National, the Fiat Beast of Turin and 500e, the Chrysler 300C and Pacifica, DeLorean Motor Company DMC-12 and Alpha 5, Renault Espace F1 and Sport RS, the Maserati Tipo 61 and Shamal, the Red Bull Visa and Oracle F1 cars, and the Bugatti EB110 SS and 16 Chiron. For the brands with three cars, we have Austin with the Mini Cooper S, Mini Cooper, and the minivan, Jeep with the 57 FC, 88 Wagoneer, and the Wrangler, Land Rover with the Series 2 convertible, Series 3 pickup, and Drift Ender, Jaguar with the Mark 1, XJC V12 Coupe, and the F-Type, Acura with the 91 NSX, 2012 NSX Concept, and the 2017 NSX, GMC with GMC Motorhome, GMC Van, I think Vandura, and GMC Cyclone. And for Subaru, there's the Impreza 22B STI, the WRX STI Impreza, and the Subaru BRZ. Also Alfa Romeo with the Giulia TI Super, the GT-V6 3.0, and the 8C Competizione. And now the brands with 4 cars. And you might see some brands which I say have 4, but then have like 7. The reason why is that I'm not counting recolors as their own individual things. I'm counting castings. So which means if there's like a car that has like if I have a car with 3 recolors, it's gonna be 1 casting. I just have 3 of that casting. But when I'm counting, when I'm showing them off, it'll still be a thing with 3 cars, even if one of the recolors has 3, which would make it 5. Anyways, first brand for this is Tesla with the Model S Plaid, Model Y, Cybertruck, and Cyberquad. And then Datsun with the 240Z Custom. This one is, for some reason, drilled open. I got it like that from the thrift shop. 240Z, 2 of them. 620. This is 510 wagon, 71 510 wagon. And then for BMW, we got the BMW 2002, 635 CSI, the M3 wagon, and the E36 M3 race. And then Audi, we got the Audi Quattro, which I have 3 of, the RS2 Avant, Avis Quattro, and the RS e-tron GT. And we have Plymouth with the Superbird, Barracuda, 68 Hemi Barracuda, and King Cuda. Mitsubishi with the 1995 Eclipse, Pajero Evolution, Double Shots, and the Lancer Evolution. Pagani with the Zonda R, Zonda Cinque, Wyra, and Wyra Roadster. And then lastly, Aston Martin with the DB4 GT High Speed Edition, DBS, V12 Speedster, and the 24 Vantage GT3. There's only 2 brands with 5 cars, and those are Mercury with the 49 Drag Merc, Hero Hada Merc, 69 Cougar Eliminator, 65 Comet Cyclone Gasser, and the 69 Cyclone, and Shelby with the Cobra Daytona Coupe, GR1 Concept, 07 GT500, and the 10 GT500, like 2010. The brands with 6 cars are Cadillac with the Custom Fleetwood, 59 Eldorado, V16, El Mirage, Project GTP Hypercar, and Celestiq, and then Lotus with the Cortina, 67 Type 49, Esprit S1, Sport Elise. Now, this is actually a weird situation. These are they're like considered the same casting, despite there being many differences between this black car and this yellow car here. It's considered a retool, so I'm gonna call it that, but they're really not the same casting. And then there's the Amira and the Avija. And lastly, we have Ferrari with the Dino 206 GT, 365 GTB4, 365 GTB4 Competizione, one of them being in the pack, F40 Competizione, SF90 Stradale, and the 12 Cylindri. The only brand with 7 different castings that I have is Lamborghini, and those cars are the Mira SV, Gallardo, Aventador J, Centenario Roadster, Sion, which I've got 2 of, and one of them's all squished, Liberty Walk Huracan, and the Huracan Storado. The only brand with 8 cars is Mercedes-Benz with the 300 SL, Unimog, 500E, 560 SEC AMG, Actros, A-Class, F1 car, and CLA Hot Wheels. Wait, oh my god, they're doing the edit thing. Wow. There's only 2 brands with 9 cars, and those are Volkswagen with the Caddy, tuned Mark 1 Golf, Mark 2 Golf, Beetle, Custom Beetle, Beetle Käfer Racer, T1 or 2 Cool Combi, T3 Custom, ID Buzz Bomb. And then McLaren with the F1 GTR, P1, Senna, Speedtail, Elva, Formula E Gen 3 car, F1 car, and W1. The brands with 10 cars are Pontiac with the Aztek, 65 GTO, 67 GTO, 69 GTO, 70 GTO, 2006 GTO, 67 Firebird 400, 70 Firebird, Hotbird, and IROC Firebird. And then there's Monster Jam with Team Hot Wheels Firestorm, Avenger, Batman, Gravedigger, Max D, Mad Scientist, NEA Police, Other Batman, Higher Education, and Monster Mutt. And now we have two JDM brands that both have 11 cars, and those are Honda with the Monkey, S800 Racing, City Turbo 2, Moto Compo, CRX, Odyssey, Custom 2020E, Custom 73 Civic, Civic EF, Civic EG, Civic SI, and that's it for Honda. And then we have Toyota with the 2000 GT, the van, T100 Off-Road, A86 Corolla, Pikes Peak Celica RSC, 2010 Tundra, GR86 Cup, Prius Custom, tuned Mark IV Supra, and the Mark V Supra. The brands with 12 cars are Mazda with the Cosmo, tuned RX-3, Reepu, AutoZam, first generation RX-7, Savannah RX-7, the RX-7 Drift, 91 Miata, Cyberpunk Miata, 2015 Miata, 787B, and Mad Mike Drift Attack. Then there's Nissan with the 91 Sentra, S15 Silvia, Leaf Nismo, this Skyline here, this other Skyline, I don't know the names of these, the tuned Liberty Walk GTR 2000 Skyline, R30 Skyline, R32 Skyline, 180SX, 300ZX, 370Z, and the Z Proto. Then there's Dodge with the Highrakers Dodge D100, the Dodge D50, which I have a carded version of, Dixie Challenger, 2008 Challenger SRT8, 96 Viper GTS, 23 Ram 1500, Custom 77 Dodge Van, the Dodge Van, the 69 Charger, the 70 Charger tuned, the Charger police car, and the 16 Charger. With 14 cars, we have Porsche with the 356 Outlaw, 928S, Cayman S, Panamera, 71 911, 934.5, 911 Turbo Cabriolet, 911 Clip, 911 Tuned, 911 GT198, 911 GT2, 911 Rally, 911 GT3, and 911 Carrera T. With 30 cars, we have Ford with the 65 Ranchero, Custom Maverick, 72 Gran Torino, 88 Thunderbird, Taurus Stock Car, 31 Model A, 32 Model A, Escort RS2000, Escort Rally, Transit Connect, the Transit Supervan 4, one of them being a treasure hunt, that's the red one, 21 Bronco, Bronco R, GT40 Mark IV, 16 GT Race, 17 GT, F-150 Lightning, 2009 F-150, F-150 Raptor, F-150 Lightning Super Truck, tuned 1968 Mustang, Mustang Mach 1, 2005 Mustang, 2010 Mustang, 2012 Custom Mustang, 2013 Mustang Funny Car, Custom 2018 Mustang, 2018 Mustang, Mustang Mach E 1400, and Mustang GTE. What is it, GTE? GTD, yeah. And finally, with 40 cars, 50 counting recolors, it's Chevrolet. Starting off with Chevrolet, we have the classic 55 Nomad, Fairstrike, Custom V8 Vega, Custom 67 C10, Custom 69 Chevy, which is a Chevy CK, Custom 72 Love, 75 Blazer, 80 El Camino, Supervolt, 62 Nova Wagon, 64 Nova Wagon Gasser, Custom 82 Silverado, 2026 Silverado EV, 69 Chevelle X Racers, 70 Chevelle Wagon, Custom 70 Chevelle, Custom 53 Bel Air, Custom 55 Bel Air, 55 Bel Air Gasser, Big Air Bel Air, 69 Camaro, 70 Camaro Race Car, Camaro Z28, other Camaro Z28, 93 Camaro Race Car, 10 Camaro Pro Stock, I think this is 13 Copo Camaro, 17 Copo Camaro, 55 Corvette, Corvette Grand Sport, 65 Corvette Stingray, 68 Gas Monkey Corvette, 69 Copo Corvette, 72 Stingray, Corvette Stingray, C6 Corvette, 14 Corvette Stingray, 14 Corvette C7 Z06, Corvette C8, and lastly, Corvette C8R. So I kind of completely forgot to show my remote-controlled Tesla Cybertruck and Porsche 911 GT3 RS, which would have put Tesla in that like group of 5 cars instead of group of brands with 4. And the Porsche 911 would have brought Porsche to 15 cars. After adding it up, these 2 bins, most of this wall, and my dresser, and all the other cars that I have on display that are Hot Wheels branded, it's 935. So out of all my Hot Wheels branded cars, I have 935 Hot Wheels branded cars. So now imagine my Matchboxes, my Majorettes, my Zurus, Motor Maxes, my knockoffs. It's gonna be a while. I don't know what I'm even saying, but it's gonna be well over 1,000. I have over 1,000 Hot Wheels, and I actually finally have proof that I do. That's awesome. I didn't expect there to be 200 less licensed cars than fantasy cars. That's probably why this whole basket's just so bloated. I might need a second container just for my fantasy cars. Actually, I technically already have a second container. I need a third one. I need a third container for my fantasy cars. I have too many. Probably going to separate them like track stars and stuff. That seems most reasonable.